Hi everyone, this is Michael Newton here with Father's Elite, and I hope you're having an excellent Monday evening or whatever time of day or whatever day you happen to be watching this video on. I hope you're having an amazing time. Today's topic of choice is how to get better sleep. Okay, now let me preface this with my experience on sleep. Okay, you see, I'm a firm believer that getting up early in the morning, like getting up before anybody, getting up at like 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 at the latest, at the absolute latest. Getting up early on a regular basis is crucial for anybody who wants to live their full life to their full potential. Okay, I think that when we get up early in the morning, we have the most amount of willpower. It's the time that we have to focus on the things that are important to us in our lives. It's a time free of distraction. It's a time to be in peace and in connection with the universe, with God, and with whatever higher power you believe in. I think that that time of day when you wake up super early while everybody else is sleeping and before anybody else has even started their day is the time that we can actually be the most productive. We can work out, read, meditate, journal, do all of the things that we need to do for ourselves to be in pristine, ultimate shape to go after our days and be in have an excellent mindset and an excellent amount of energy to interact with the world and the people that we want to serve. Okay, so I want to preface this with that because sleep is very, very important, right? And you have to have enough sleep at night, be very, very well rested, so you can function properly the next day, right? So without having enough sleep, it doesn't matter if you're going to get up early, because if you're going to get up early and you're ultra tired, in other words, if you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 4:30 in the morning, that's just not going to work. That's just not enough sleep. So you have to make sure that if you want to get up early in the morning, you go to bed early. Okay, so that is actually the number one thing. In order to be able to get up early, you have to go to bed early. Okay, now how do you do that? Okay, a lot of people tell me, they call me, hey Michael, you know what, great, I want to get up early in the morning and do all of those things, and so you're saying go to bed early, but what if I'm not tired and I've got all of these things going on in my head? I'm thinking about an argument I had with my boss, or an argument I had with my girlfriend or my boyfriend, or or I'm just overly energized and I can't go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I want to go to bed later and watch YouTube videos or watch television, Netflix, be on the phone with my friends or whatever the case might be, right? Search Facebook, all of those distractions that keep us from, calming our mind and being at peace with ourselves so that we can go to bed in a serene state, right? And be able to rest properly so we can get up early the next day and have the energy to live out our days and be efficient and have the positivity that we can radiate to the people around us so that we can make an impact in the world and live out our dreams and do all of those kinds of things, right? So my advice is this, okay? In my opinion, based on just, the research that I've done looking at the most successful entrepreneurs, listening and reading, from Richard Branson, Robin Sharma, to name a couple of ultra successful people in our world that have created systems for success in business, relationships, and all those kinds of things, right? So if you want to get the best sleep, yes, you have to go to bed early, but you also have to um, make sure that your mind is able to relax and your body is able to relax, you know, enough so that you can get into a deep state of mind. Okay, so um, what I recommend is this: is that you go to bed. By the time you go to bed, you have first of all done all of the tasks and met all of the commitments that you said to yourself and that you said to anybody else that you were going to complete that day. Okay? Now, if you didn't complete something and it can honestly be pushed out to another day, that's okay, as long as it's not going to keep you up at night, right? So make sure that whatever commitments you set for yourself for that day and that you know you have time to complete today, that they get done today. Okay? And you know what? Even if it's done a week from now, if you have time to do it today, just do it. Rather than spending time on distractions, playing video games or watching Netflix movies or being on social media sites or whatever you're doing to procrastinate, which we all do, by the way. I mean, if you're sitting here watching this video and saying, yeah, I don't procrastinate, you're lying to yourself and everybody else around you. So if that's something that you're doing, I recommend, let's look at your commitments and your priorities, that, the things you need to get done in the short term, and get them done today. Okay, so that way, by the time you get to, the nighttime comes and it's time for you to go to bed, you feel good that you've accomplished those things, and they're not sitting in the back of your mind burning, oh, I should have done that, right? But the other part of this is that, make sure that your relationships are in good shape. Okay, if you did something that might have offended somebody and it's it's kind of sitting with you and you're not feeling right about it, bring it up, apologize. Hey, look, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Right? Release that from your spirit. Release that from your body. Don't let it linger, because it does affect your sleep. Right? If you know you did something wrong, admit to it. Man up, woman up, whatever you want to do, call it, and admit that you did something wrong, and you're willing to admit it, and if there's anything you can do to fix it, that you're going to do it, right? And that way you know that deep down inside, hey, look, we're all human, we all make mistakes, but in this particular case, you've made a mistake and you're willing to make it right for whoever you may have trespassed, right? So those are two mindset and spiritual tips to get very good sleep. Okay, the other part is make sure that physically, by the time the night comes, physically you're tired, you've worked out, you've been moving around all day, you did if you did all your house chores, if you're doing laundry, dishes, or whatever else you need to do, make sure those things get done. If you've got a dirty bathroom that you haven't cleaned in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever it is, go and clean it. Make sure that whatever physical activity that needs to get done that day, you do it. And most definitely, make sure you've worked out that day. Even if it's just going for a 30-minute walk, get some fresh air, get the legs moving, everything like that is going to, bring your body into a state of accomplishment where, hey, I've used my muscles, I've done some breathing, and I've gotten some fresh air and everything else, and it's going to make you feel good. And also, if you do enough physical exercise, it should get you tired by the end of the day, so that your body can, signal your brain that, hey, it needs to shut down and it needs to take a breather and rest properly. Okay, so 3 things. Number 1, do all of your commitments. Number 2, make sure that all of your relationships are checked and in a good position before you go to bed. Okay, and number 3, make sure that you have you have been physically active during the day, so your body it has been active, and also asking your brain to relax and rest properly. Okay. Anyways, hope these tips help, and I hope that you can get a better sleep by implementing some of these things. If you have any questions, you can email me directly. I've placed my email in the comments box, and of course, remember that if you know somebody that's having issues sleeping, they could benefit from this video. So feel free to share it with them. I'm sure that they'll pick up some tips here and there that could help them out. If you want to hear more about the projects that I'm going to be working on, and how I'm going to be helping people moving forward, please subscribe to this channel. I'd love to get more subscribers and people sharing this video so that we can spread the good word. And also, if you do want to have a consultation, if you're looking to, if you know somebody who is looking to improve their current situation, primarily, I work with men who have gone through a divorce and are experiencing some problems, with depression, or they're not getting out enough, or they've lost touch with their friends, or anything like that, and they need to implement routines and structure into their life that will get them back up to the level that they were before, so they can propel their life now, post a breakup or a divorce or anything like that. That's what I specialize in. So feel free to share my contact information with them, or this video. My direct email is greatinyourlife@gmail.com. Again, that's greatinyourlife@gmail.com. It's going to be in the comments. It's also in the channel description. And thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next video. Take care. Bye.